Hi y'all, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day today. But I tried to play video games today and I just couldn't do it. So, I'm gonna react to something, just so I could still have something to upload and hang out with y'all for a little bit, talk a little bit. But today was just really just not one of them days, it was I had to say some Chinese food, excuse me. It wasn't really one of them days. It was just one of those days where just like everything just like you just want it to be over with. Like I really just want to go to sleep already, to be honest with you. But I just want to make sure I upload something, because I know you want to upload, don't you?
Yes.
No? Yeah? No. I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. Anyways, I'm very intrigued by like insects, animals, bugs, and whatnot. And if you've seen on the channel before, you have seen that I had reacted to stuff like that. So we're going to react to a video about making friends with a walking fish. Yeah. A walking fish. I don't know how that happens, but we're going to learn. I mean, hey, something's better than nothing, right? We get to gain some knowledge today, and I think it's important to gain knowledge. I feel like there's so much brain rot on the internet in today's generation, and we need to fill our brain with stuff that's gonna we're gonna gain some knowledge from. So with that being said, let's start the video. Yeah, shall we start the video? I think we should. All right, y'all. Well, hey, look, check it out. If you love your mom, subscribe. And if y'all don't have a mom, and if you just love yourself entirely, subscribe. And if you don't love yourself, then man, it sounds like you might have something going on. You might have a problem going on, and I'm sorry, but hopefully you being here watching the videos might be able to help you. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But all right, let's do it. I'm sorry, I get the yapping sometimes, but this helps clear my mind a little bit, along with reacting to something. I just like to clear my mind. That's all. As y'all can see, the process of making friends with a walking fish.
What?
A walking fish. Help! Yeah, I know. Kind of weird, right? I never seen nothing like this in my life. And from what I'm seeing in the corner right here, I've never seen nothing like this. It already seems cool, so we gotta give it a thumbs up.
This is Trenchfoot,
What's up,
a tiny
Trenchfoot?
Walking fish with a cute face,
Hi.
periscope eyes, and a stubborn personality.
Whoa.
Mud skippers are smarter than people realise.
Are they?
They learn routines, recognise patterns, and can even solve problems.
Okay.
So this got me wondering, is it actually possible to bond with a fish?
I mean, if they have a brain, you would think they have some type of knowledge, right? I mean, it's a fish. Fish have brains. I mean, anything that's alive and living has a brain. Am I right? Or I might be wrong. I don't know. But this fish looks very slimy. It looks like I wouldn't want him on my hands or anywhere near me, but hey, little guy's cute. You gotta admit.
A question I never thought I'd ask.
What are those worms?
So for the next 30 days, I'm going to give this a go.
Okay.
It all begins on day 1.
Day 1.
Before we get into the bonding, Trenchfoot needs a home, but the problem with mud skipper tanks is that most people get them wrong. They need mud, mangroves, brackish water and a tidal system, and 7 days after I started, the mangrove ecosystem is finally ready for Trenchfoot.
This looks like it's very hard to maintain. You got a tank full of mud, and I mean, you would imagine that, like, how do you clean a tank that has mud in it, right? Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. But I guess, you will learn over time.
Trenchfoot, who is seemingly very eager to get in there,
Yeah.
but as he explored his new home,
Okay.
I started to get a sense of how comfortable he actually was around
What is
me.
that? A walking fish.
Clearly, he is not very comfortable around me, and if we are ever going to form a bond, there are a few things we must do. First, he needs to start eating.
Yeah.
After that, he must accept food from my finger. And finally, Trenchfoot must show how much he trusts me and hop onto my hand and let me hold him. Now, these might sound simple, but on day 8, I made a huge mistake.
What'd you
Mud
do?
skippers can live in groups if there's enough space. And with the idea of Trenchfoot being lonely in his home, I thought I'd get him a friend.
Nice.
I'd like
That's
you to
very
meet
nice of you.
Nelson. Now,
What's
I
up,
chose
Nelson?
the name Nelson for a very good
How's it
reason,
going?
and that reason is as follows.
Oh, they're having a blast now.
Nelson Munn.
This just like goes to show, like, in life, right? There's people that like to be alone. There's people that don't like to be alone. There's people that just want to be around people, you know? And you got to think, like, maybe it's the same for animals also, like animals, fish, whatever, you know? And, for humans, you would just, like, to yourself, you think to yourself, if you're alone long enough, you know, you start to get, like, depressed. It's depressing, you know? And who wants to be alone all the time? I get it. And I feel like there is people that love that, you know, but you always got to go out and socialize with people. You know, if you don't socialize with people, you're probably going to go crazy. So being the same for animals, like these fish right here, I could understand, you know, like they got to have some buddies and whatnot. So I think that's pretty cool that he went and got the fish a little buddy. That's fire.
Has claimed the entire land area as his own, and Trenchfoot is resigned to spending his time in the corner. But to make this worse, over the 2 days since Nelson went in, Trenchfoot hasn't been able to eat because Nelson keeps stealing his food.
Oh no.
If I don't
Come on,
act
Nelson.
now, then we won't tick off that first goal, and Trenchfoot may starve.
To death.
The defining characteristic of a fish is that they spend 100% of their time underwater, which is why mud skippers are so interesting, because they spend 95% of their time out of the water. Mud skippers are fiercely territorial, and right now, Nelson owns everything. Trenchfoot has nowhere safe, which means he's too stressed to eat.
I
So
like how
need
their
to give him
eyeballs,
territory
they come out the top of their head. That's pretty, like, unique, if you ask me. I find it interesting.
of his own, a place Nelson can't see him, and that's where this balloon comes in. Mud skippers use burrows as safe hideouts, so if I bury this balloon in the mud, cover it, pop it and pull it out, I should be left with a tiny mud skipper burrow, a private space for Trenchfoot, somewhere he can finally feel safe and hopefully come out to eat. On the morning of day 11, I noticed that Trenchfoot was still in his burrow, so I placed some worms on the feeding stone, and within a few seconds, Nelson made his way over and started to eat.
Yeah,
But he jumped
Nelson.
away, and this is Trenchfoot's window. Come on, little buddy, you haven't eaten in 3 days.
Come on, buddy. Get the food, get the food. There you go. I know you starving. I know you
looking
need that.
at the face of a very satisfied mud skipper, and goal number 1 is ticked off. But if you thought that world peace had landed in the mangrove, then I'm afraid you're very much mistaken. Nelson Muntz is still a bully, and that means there is only one thing left for me to do.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I did not flush Nelson down the toilet, but he is now in a new home,
That'd be mean,
and Trenchfoot
right?
has the mangrove to himself, and this makes the next goal so much easier. Or so I thought. A mud skipper tank might not be pretty. The water is murky, the mud
Yeah.
is, well, muddy,
Pretty ugly.
and the mangroves haven't quite settled in yet. But it's actually a perfect home for our little protagonist. It's been 3 days since Nelson departed, and Trenchfoot has a newfound wave of confidence. The land area belongs to him now, and he is the king of this mud flat. What's amazing is that he's becoming more comfortable with me, and will make his way over whenever I offer him food. But he always stops short of accepting it, even if he really wants it. It's like there's a big red button in front of him. He wants to press it. He knows what happens if he presses it, but he can't bring himself to do it. Just look what
he's just
happens when my
scared.
finger isn't there. And when it is there, he moves away. That finger has become the only thing holding him.
But he's not dumb. You know, he probably has trust issues. In another life of this fish, he probably died with somebody, probably, you know, like, come here, get the food, get the food. Whack! Smacked him, you know, done. So, like, he knows better now. I'm pretty sure.
Him back. But here's the thing. Every single time that finger appears, food appears too. So I just kept trying. Same place, same finger, same routine, again and again and again. And slowly, the finger stopped being something to fear because it didn't mean danger, it just meant food. By day 20, Trenchfoot made the choice for himself and started eating straight from my finger, which means there's only one step left in this process. But before we get there, it's worth understanding why a fish like this would even walk in the first place. Mudskippers live in mangroves, estuaries and mudflats. Sometimes these environments are underwater, sometimes they're completely exposed. But in these ecosystems, the water can run dangerously low in oxygen. So instead of staying submerged, mudskippers evolved the ability to breathe air. They still use gills underwater, but they can also absorb oxygen through their skin and hold air in their gill chambers, which means that being on land isn't a problem for them.
That's pretty
Those
cool,
fins
right?
act almost like elbows, pushing against the mud with their tail helping to drive them forwards. So for a fish that spends much of its life out of the water, my hand was never going to feel that strange. Ever since he started eating from my finger, Trenchfoot waits for me at the door every morning. It's kind of become our little routine. In the 30 days since I've had this little fish, I've watched him change. From being bullied and hiding scared in the corner, to a confident mudskipper who will eat straight from my finger. But we have one more step to take. Has a fish ever willingly walked onto the hand of a human? I have no idea.
Find out.
But at this
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I have never felt so bonded to a fish in my entire life.
He's bonding with a fish, y'all. That's next level right there. I mean, I don't know. I find it cool when you see these guys on YouTube and they're making friends with little insects and actually a fish. You know, it's things that, like, it's a smart idea to do. You know, like, let me try to make friends with a fish for a YouTube video. You know, like, not too many people think of that kind of stuff. You know, I feel like it takes someone different, like this guy that's doing it. You know, not too many people are gonna think that. You're gonna actually think that, like, let me go and try to be friends with a fish. Nah, I mean, I would have never thought that. So for him to think this guy's brain is just, I don't know. It's all over the place. To me, like, I would have never thought of it.
As he hopped off, I thought I'd try again, and he hopped on not once, but twice more. And my bond with Trenchfoot feels like it's just beginning.
Oh my God.
And with that, quietness fell on the mangrove. Nothing fills me with more happiness than a tank filled with mud, mangroves, slightly salty water, and a tiny fish called Trenchfoot, who waits for me every morning so he can get his breakfast. There is plenty more to come from Trenchfoot, but in the meantime, check this video out.
Wow. Pretty cool. Trenchfoot, y'all. Mr. Trenchfoot. What are they saying in the comments? Hi, I'm Korean here. They are called, I don't know what that says, but in Korean, which means a shorty chunky fish. Hey, that's kind of mean. Why you gonna call the fish chunky? Like, why you gotta take fat jokes out on the fish? I'm just kidding, y'all. All right, you guys. I was gonna bring this video to an end. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Send me some recommendations. Send me some suggestions of what y'all would like to see me react to. You know, I'm right here. Let me know. You know, I enjoy reacting to different things like this. I love to gain knowledge and learn new things. All right. Peace. Catch you guys later.